Most of the game plan has already been put in the week before, and now you start focusing in and zoning in on getting ready for the game. And there's still distractions surrounding you. I think it's tougher for the Rams because they're at home.
Yeah.
And, when you're at home, you got all sorts of issues. You got ticket issues. You got this, can you get somebody in the game? Somebody's calling your family's calling you. I have to say it was a relatively uneventful Super Bowl from that regard for me because everything was taken care of the week before. I didn't want to have anything to deal with the week of.
I don't need that nonsense in your life.
We and the 49ers both had to go to Miami to go play our Super Bowl. Being the hometown team, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, worked out pretty well for them last year. And I just wonder, what kind of distractions that is for the home team. When your family's around and everybody wants tickets to go to the game, and is your front door a turnstile right now?
Yeah.
With all the guests and everybody that wants to be a part of it. And I'm not sure if the Rams moved to a different hotel during the week. I would think maybe that would be the case. I don't know whether or not Tampa Bay did that.
I'd have
or not.
them sleep on Skid Row and really get them all fired up.
Get them fired up down there.
In a tent with all the cheese addicts.
So the cheese addicts. So that's kind of an interesting kind of sidebar story coming out of the Super Bowl. But our basketball teams right here now just are absolutely brutal. And look, I was watching a little bit of the TNT broadcast last night.
Were you?
And the part that I was watching between the Nets and the Celtics, their sideline reporter was talking about, rumors and innuendo, all that kind of stuff that's following a lot of these teams and whether or not teams are going to be trading players or what's happening. And it was interesting that he used the word saga.
We got a saga?
When it came to James Harden.
Wow, so you had a Kyrie saga, now you got a Harden saga?
You got a double saga going on over there in Brooklyn with two players.
Man.
And, I guess James Harden was not on the bench in the first half. But then because, of course, Adidas New York is promoting a new jacket that they have.
He had to come out in the jacket.
It was almost like it was a model coming out of a runway, and then go finally sitting on the bench in the new, I guess the Adidas black hoodie that he was wearing.
Yeah, which was
so it was good. So I don't know if New York Adidas is going to be able to do that in 2 days or not. I guess we'll see. But it's really fascinating. Like, if you just look at the Nets over the last 3 years and look what they've been through, look what they've done, look who they've signed, how much money they spent. You had the first year that was Kyrie didn't want to play during the COVID bubble. You had Kevin Durant didn't play at all. And then you have the next year where Kyrie disappeared, and then Kevin Durant, tries to get Harden to come, and he comes, and then they only play a couple games together, and they get beat in the playoffs. And then you have this year where Kyrie's not taking the shot, and he's not going to play at all, and then he is going to play, then he's in, he's out, he's, road games only. I mean, it has been like 3 years of just complete madness.
Yeah.
Around the Brooklyn Nets.
And it's the only joy that I've had in local basketball this year is watching them fall apart. And what was it, 28-2 at one point last night? That's how ugly the game was.
Team. I mean, that's not their team.
I don't care. It is their team. They got the name on the front of the jersey. They can't have Kyrie play. James Harden's got this hamstring thing that God knows if it's even real or not. And Kevin Durant's out. Great. Awesome. That's what I want to see. I want to see them all hurt or all screwed up or all somewhere else and have this thing just die a slow, miserable death. So all these Net fans that got all excited about getting Kevin Durant and James Harden and Kyrie Irving, all these people that were getting in the Knicks' face, you just get laughed at for the rest of time as this will be the biggest failure in the history of basketball. So that's the only thing that brings me joy is that.
Yes,
now, unfortunately, for the Knicks, they're almost as embarrassing.
No, but they've been embarrassing for a long time, so we're kind of used to it.
Well, yeah, we're used to it.
We're numb to the fact that the Knicks are going nowhere.
And then you see guys that would be great on the Knicks, like Halliburton from Sacramento, go to Indiana, and then you're like, well, where the hell are the Knicks? Now, you say it all the time. Where is Leon Rose? What are you doing?
I have no idea what
Nobody
he's doing.
knows what he's doing where he is.
I keep saying it. I don't know what else
you took this team, you got us all excited last year, and now they're back to sucking on an epic level with a superstar he's not even a superstar, a guy that you want to be your best player who doesn't even want to be there, and then the guy who should be your best player playing in a game when you're down 100 points in the fourth quarter with 10 seconds to go and leaves with an ankle injury. So what the hell are you guys doing?
It is a mess,
But go trade for Harrison Barnes. Barnes. That'll do it.
Well, we need another wing player.
It's the same thing as Cam Reddish. It's like they play the same position. You don't even give Cam Reddish a shot, but because Thibodeau likes Harrison Barnes, bring in Harrison Barnes. Just to keep going around and around and around, swirling. They suck. They'll never get out of it. They're always a pick away from changing things. It's just... and the winters around here are just impossible. They're just impossible to get through. And all you want is a goddamn crumb from the basketball teams, and you can never get it. I guess you get it with the Nets a little bit because they were in the playoffs last year, and so were the Knicks. But then the Knicks make it to the playoffs, get their asses kicked by Bojan Bogdanovic, Trae Young, Kevin Huerter, John Collins, and the Atlanta Hawks look like the frickin' Golden State Warriors last year.
Sorry, but my hockey team's doing well.
Yeah, I know, and they're not playing right now.
But yeah, they don't get started again until next week.
It's just, basketball is just...
It really does.
Just think about the football teams and the basketball teams around here. It's just a disaster.
And then on top of that, we got the baseball lockout.
And then you don't even have that. You don't even have that to talk about and get excited about.
But we are... Here's good news.
Yeah.
We are getting an old timers game for the Met.
Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the red bell so you're notified when we have new content.